Hello students. Now I am again back with another part of my video on oxidation and reduction reactions, and once again I just want to make it very clear that I am making these videos with very limited resources during the lockdown period. So the main idea is to just make the concept very clear to each and every students. Okay, so like in the past two videos I was talking about oxidation and reduction reactions in terms of addition and removal of oxygen and hydrogen. I have still not ventured into the electronic concept of oxidation and reduction. So just keeping the concept of the addition and removal of oxygen and hydrogen, I am now moving ahead to redox reactions. Okay, so now let us see what are redox reactions. Now redox reaction, a reaction in which oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. Okay, so like in my previous videos I gave you some examples which was either oxidation or reduction. Okay, so for example, when I say magnesium burns in the presence of oxygen, or burning of magnesium ribbon, so that's just oxidation. That is, magnesium plus oxygen will form magnesium oxide, and there is no reduction as such. Okay, and when I talk about the formation of ammonia, that is nitrogen and hydrogen, they combine together to form ammonia, so that's just reduction of nitrogen. Okay, now here I am going to give you an example of a reaction where one of the reactant is getting oxidized and the other reactant is getting reduced. Okay, so that means in the same reaction, oxidation and reduction both are taking place simultaneously. Such type of reactions are called redox reactions. So let us just take this example. Now iron oxide reacts with aluminium powder. Now this is an example of thermite reaction. I am not going into the reaction because you will be studying this reaction later on. But here I am just going to focus on what is being oxidized and what is being reduced. Okay. Now here if you look at iron oxide. Now iron oxide is basically getting reduced. Isn't it so? It is getting reduced. So here we have reduction. Okay, why it is a reduction? Because oxygen is removed from iron oxide and it gets converted to iron. Okay, now this is the liquid state because lot of heat is produced in this reaction which melts the iron which is formed. Okay, so that's why I have written L over here. That means iron is in molten state, in liquid state. Okay, now here, now this is reduction. Now let us look at aluminium. What is happening to aluminium? Now in aluminium we see that it gets oxidized to aluminium oxide. Okay, so oxidation. Okay, so that means here in the same reaction, oxidation and reduction both are taking place simultaneously. Such type of reactions are known as redox reactions. Okay, so I hope this redox reaction is very clear to you. Now one more example. I'm just going to give you one more example of redox reaction. Okay, now that this is the reaction between hydrogen sulfide and sulfur dioxide. Okay, hydrogen sulfide and sulfur dioxide. Okay, now fine. Now let us just study this reaction. Now in this reaction, what is happening to hydrogen sulfide? Yes, hydrogen is being removed from it. Okay, and removal of hydrogen is what? Removal of hydrogen is oxidation. So that means hydrogen sulfide is getting oxidized. Okay, so here we find oxidation happening. Okay. Now, when you talk about sulfur dioxide, now sulfur dioxide, what is happening here? Hydrogen is being added. So basically, it is the oxidation of the hydrogen sulfide, and sulfur dioxide is getting reduced. Okay, because here, no, what is happening? Hydrogen is being added to oxygen. Okay, and sulfur is removed. So here we have the reduction. Okay, so oxidation and reduction both are taking place simultaneously. Now this type of a reaction is known as redox reactions. Okay, so I hope redox reactions are very clear to you. Thank you, students.